Hello and welcome to livealittlehigher.com. Today we continue in our series of Shalom, Bayit, Peace in the Home with the book of Rabbi Isaac Ginsburg, The Mystery of Marriage. Last week we were speaking about the mirror psychology, mirror image, how water reflects a face, that what you see in others is really something that you have inside of yourself. If it's something you don't like, it's either something you have to correct inside of yourself, which is being insinuated to you by the other person, or it's something that you have to help the other person. It's either one. But the Baal Shem Tov used to say that you don't see anything that is not meant for you. If you're going in the street and there's an accident and you didn't even see it, it's because there was nothing for you there. So everything that you encounter, everything that you see, it's really part of your growth and your refinement. I remember once we were going out of the supermarket and this old man was going with his car and a beautiful new Lexus, a white Lexus, and suddenly all the carts of the supermarket were gonna crash into this man's car. Everybody that was standing there was holding their heads, screaming, running after the carts. But the guy in the car, he never even knew that this was happening. So the whole experience really was for us. It was not for him. So everything that we see, that we like or we don't like, or it causes us pain or it causes us any other feeling, really is intended for our growth and our refinement. So the closest relationship that we have is the one with our spouse. And last week we were saying that the man, when the man, his values, his ideals, his wants and his needs are not aligned with the truths of the Torah, then the wife unconsciously is gonna go against the husband. She's gonna go against him. And she's going to oppose him. So it says that Hashem created woman to make her a kenet go for Adam, which can mean someone that will aid him or someone that will oppose him. That word kenet go can mean these two things. So when the wife is happy with the husband, she's going to help him out in everything. She's there to help him. That's the reality. That's why we were made. Women were created to help men. That's our whole purpose. And as they say, behind a great man, there is a great woman. That is the truth. So our job as wives is to help our husbands be the best they can be. And by how do we do that? Is by not enforcing, because you can't enforce anything on anybody. I really don't see that is a good way to do it, because when you enforce things, people will have like an allergic reaction to it and won't want to do it. But women have the way into getting to their husbands' hearts, in which they can, little by little, with a lot of sweetness and love, help them get in the right track. So what is the right track for a husband? The right track for a Jewish man is that he leaves his egocentricity behind, number one, that he cares about his family and his wife. It's the most important thing for him. That he should really work on that and create an ambiance in the house where you really value your children and you really value your life together. And that comes from the wife. How do you do it? By telling him, oh, you look so handsome today. I love how you look like that. I love the shirt. Oh, you know what? When you put on your tefillin, I love it. It really makes me so proud of you. Or when he gives a nice check for tzedakah for an organization. Oh, I love when you help other people. Really, really gives me so much joy. And this is the way in which we build our husbands and also our children. The way to getting into people's hearts is really by enhancing their good things, not by crushing them. Whenever you see your child doing something good, tell him, oh honey, you know what? I'm so proud of you. I loved how you helped that lady cross the street. Really, it gives me so much joy. It makes me so proud of you. And these little things that you do that the husband and the children will say, you know what, she sees what I do. It's not like it goes under the table and she didn't realize. She sees everything I do. And the children too, they will say, my mother really appreciates when I help my brother get ready for bed, or when I do a kindness for the grandmother, or I do this. We are so focused in the negative. Oh, why didn't you do your homework? Or why didn't you call your grandmother? Why didn't you fix your room? Oh, you're always so messy. We're so focused in the negative that we don't even realize it, but we crush the other person. When we focus in the positive and bringing the best out of the other by looking at the good in the other, really you're also looking at the good in yourself. And it goes hand in hand. And sadly, we're very critical people. Women have a critical eye. It's part of our nature. Just as the husband, part of his nature is being a little egocentric, to not say egocentric, that one of the women's flaws is that she has a very critical and judgmental eye. And it's something that we also have to correct in ourselves and be more giving and more forgiving and less judgmental and more loving. I really feel that love moves mountains. When you do everything with love and people feel loved and cared for, you can change the whole atmosphere of your home, and you can even change your children and your husband's attitudes towards you and their life. Because when a person feels good about themselves, they'll make everybody else feel good about themselves. When people don't make other people feel good about themselves, it's because inside of them, they're insecure. It's a projection of their insecurity. And sadly, human beings, that's what we do. We project our insecurities in other people. If you go to a party and a friend of yours didn't say hi to you, you're going to be saying, oh, why was she so nasty to me? Why didn't she say hi to me? What did I do to her? It's always thinking about what's in me. But you would never think, oh, she didn't see me, or maybe she's in a hurry, or who knows what happened. I'm gonna approach her and I'm gonna give her a kiss. This is the way we have to correct and rectify our imaginations. To always see the positive in everybody, to always look at the good in everything. And in this way, we will turn everything around. And you see, when you think good, it will be good. You create your own reality. You're an architect of your life. So if you are always in the negative, this is what you're going to be breeding in your life, negativity. But if you're focused in the positive, and maybe things won't change in one day, maybe it will take a few days or a month or 2 months till everything realigns itself, but the whole communication process between your children and you and your husband will change dramatically. The whole thing will change, and they will change. So here, Rabbi Itzhak Ginsburg says, a wife supports her husband by enhancing his self-confidence, projecting her own faith. Like, it's not something that you're doing that it's like just to make him believe that he's good. No, you have faith that he's good. You really believe that he is better than what you have right now. You know that this guy can be a superstar, and you make him a superstar, because if in your eyes he's a superstar, he is a superstar. So her own faith and trust in the worthiness of his ambition and his ability to achieve them. So when the husband comes and tells you, oh, I'm so tired, the job is so hard, it's so hard, I'm so tired, you tell him, no, honey, I know it's so hard, but I know you can do it. I know you have the intelligence, and I know you have the strength to achieve it. I know you can do it. And this reinforcement will really bring him up. So the deepest meaning of the divine presence dwelling between a husband and a wife is that both husband and wife establish such a complete identification with the divine presence. So for there to be 100% shalom bayit in a home, peace in the home, and what does peace in the home mean really is that there's peace in you and peace in him and peace in everybody's inner makeup, is that we have to have our third partner, and that's God. And if God is not in the picture, then it's very hard, because when you know there's Hashem and He is above you and He's part of your life and He's part of your family life and part of your husband's life and part of your life, and you invite Him into your home, then the home will be permeated by the divine presence. And when there's Shalom Bayit, the divine presence of God is in that home. The Shekhinah is in that home. So I'm going to leave it here today. These are things to think about. How do you bring the divine presence into your home? The most important thing is to have Shalom in your house. It's better to be happy than to be right. We don't need to be right all the time. We can be happy. And also, every Jewish thing you do in your house brings God. If you have Shabbat candles, you light them, and you have Torah books in your home, and you have a mezuzah, and you light the Hanukkah in Hanukkah, and you have a Shabbat meal in your home, and you pray in your home, all these things will bring the Shekhinah of God into your home and will be very beneficial. It's called Jewish Feng Shui. So I leave you here. Have a blessed week, a happy week, and I hope to see you next week and live a little higher. Thank you.